Madam Speaker, I rise this morning to ask question 161 of 2015 under my name. The question is directed to the Honourable Minister for Defence, National Security and Immigration. The question is, can the Minister inform this House on the status of actions taken by police against who have been caught cultivating marijuana? Thank you.
Thank you. I give the floor to the Honourable Minister for Defence, National Security and Immigration.
Madam Speaker, to answer the question, I just go back for the last 12 months because these issues have been pending in Fiji for the last 8 years. I just have to mention what has been done during the last 12 months with reference to other successful operations on marijuana and other illegal drugs. Police have conducted uprooting 2,800 marijuana plants and 7.8 kilograms of dried marijuana leaves seized together with 261 marijuana sachets. Additional to that, police have arrested 2 suspects of illegal importation of methamphetamine, and police have arrested 2 suspects of possession of 30 kilograms of heroin in Lotok in December 2014. The program had been done by the police is that we have an effective Duawata program where we set up a program in villages, in areas where they plant marijuana and have people that report back to the police of activities in regards to planting marijuana. That has been successful. We have seen that it's very successful. And other program is that physical presence of police at random time for hotspots in areas where they think that there are marijuana plantation. There are also rehabilitation program in the prison where people convicted of planting marijuana have a program for rehabilitation that they have alternative crops to plant when they go back to their various villages. Thank you, Madam.
Thank you. Supplementary question. I invite the Honourable William Ngavoka to have the floor.
Madam Speaker, it is an established fact that drug is a global problem, and also established that if you continue to have demand, you cannot curb drug. You cannot stop them growing heroin in Afghanistan or cocaine in Colombia. So, Madam Speaker, what are we doing about curbing the demand for drugs in Fiji, i.e. the distributors, the organized crime who are involved in this thing? It must be a highly developed system to motivate the farmers to grow and distribute it to the streets of Suva or Toka or wherever. What are we doing about curbing the consumption of drugs? Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. The onus is on the Minister to answer that question or not.
Before I answer the questions of the Honourable Member, I would say happy birthday to the Honourable Member today.
Happy birthday, Honourable William Ngavoka, for all of us.
Madam Speaker, there are programs being done by within the Australian police force and the New Zealand Defence Force, police force, in trying to curb. The program being done by the Australian Defence is more or less like waiting for the drugs to be transported to Australia or New Zealand. They come over here. They have more representative of the police force in Fiji and also in Samoa and other Pacific Islands in order to work with the police departments on ways of trying to stop the illegal trade. That program has been very successful, and they've seen that there's reduced the number of drugs being transported to that very areas in Australia and New Zealand. We have also, like the Canadian, for drugs to be transported to Australia, the market is from Canada. And they are working with all the police department within this area in the Southwest Pacific. They also have representatives from Canada in Australia, and they liaise with our reps in Fiji and also with the Australian police within the embassy on how to on measures on how to curb the illegal drug trade.
Thank you. Before I call on the next member to have the floor, could all those that have mobiles please switch them off now? Thank you. I now give the floor to the Honourable Balminder Singh.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Before I put the supplementary question to the Minister, I'd like to join you, Madam Speaker, to welcome the students from Nursery High and the teachers for the proceedings of today. Thank you. Madam Speaker, my question to the Minister is how effective is the Police Dua Batak community program in the area where marijuana is grown? Thank you, Madam.
Thank you. Honourable Minister.
Madam Speaker, the Dobat program had been existing for the last 10 years. They are reviewing the program. They reviewed last year. There's a new program of the new Dobat with the initiative from the Commissioner. New Dobat community program is very effective. The reporting system is very effective at the moment, as I mentioned before, and it's working very well.
Thank you. I invite the Honourable Salakiran Rondo to have the floor.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'd like to ask the Honourable Minister what kind of assistance is the government giving or plans to give to these marijuana farmers to discourage them from pursuing their current farming practices and to be able to pursue alternative livelihood opportunities to be able to support their families. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Honourable Minister.
I thank the Honourable Member for the questions. We can go back during the Bainimarama government of Pillar 7, where we have identified alternative crop. That program has been going on. And at the moment, with the Ministry of Agriculture and Regional Development, there are programs on finding alternative crops. When I visited Tukavesi 2 months back, in the area, I see that there's a need to have a ice plant in that area as an alternative source of living. So I think I've liaised with the Minister for Fisheries for the possibility of having that, and also the impact of the strategic plan that they're doing at the moment to have a database of what is required in each individual sector, in individual places or provinces, has been done at the moment, and in order to identify alternative crops, other ways of getting money from the general population of Fiji.
Thank you. I invite the Honourable Moses Imbulitavu to have the floor.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The question reads, the status of action taken by police against those who have been caught cultivating marijuana. I think we have heard there could be possibly three. One, you are caught, you are charged and taken to court. The third one would be for you to be rehabilitated after you are released, which is the Ndowata program. The third one, which I'm trying to get to, the actions on police upon arrest regards to human rights issues. The arrest, the brutality, what has been done in those cases where in Vonolev recently when there was a drug raid or in Kandavutu on the victims. What has police done to those investigations, internal, on the arrests?
Point of order.
Those are actions.
Irrelevant to the question that was initially asked.
Thank you. I think the question is relevant because it is to do with the actions that are taken by the police, and I will invite the Honourable Minister to have the floor.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The police were investigated, and the file has been given to the DPP to determine the offence, and that program is going at the moment. But if you need to be very specific on specific areas, I can provide you with information.
Thank you. I will now have the last supplementary question and invite the Honourable Ratu Nanova to have the floor.
Speaker, in relation to Kandau, people who are involved in this were also taken to court, and majority of them are in prison right now. And added on to that, even though they're already in prison, some of the items that they assume that were bought under the marijuana proceeds were also confiscated from them. And the items are now lying at the Wundisia police station. My question to the Honourable Minister, what will happen to those confiscated items? Will they be there? They've already been penalized. Why can't you just release it back to them? Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Honourable Minister.
But it's the first time that I hear it. I'll try to investigate and find out what can be done legally. What can be done legally in order to get that items confiscated by the police. Thank you.